New York has some amazing plans for new tall buildings, but it's hard to know which ones will really be built and which ones will be the tallest. When you look at a picture of the New York skyline, you see a big city with more than 39 skyscrapers, including old ones like the Empire State Building and newer ones like the Spiral. But guess what? By 2030, there are plans for 47 more skyscrapers that could change how the city looks. It's like a whole new chapter in the story of New York's iconic skyline, with even more tall buildings reaching for the sky. Big changes are happening. Before 2004, there were 28 really tall buildings, like skyscrapers, that were over 200 meters high. But now, things are getting even more extreme. In the next few years, there might be more than 70 skyscrapers that go way above 300 meters. One of these super tall buildings is going to be at 270 Park Avenue. It's going to belong to JP Morgan, which is one of the world's biggest banks. They are doing something really ambitious. They're going to destroy their old headquarters and spend a whopping $3 billion to build a gigantic skyscraper that will reach 423 meters. This massive building will be ready by the year 2024 and will definitely catch everyone's attention in Midtown Manhattan. JP Morgan announced this plan in 2018 and everything is going as they planned. The architects working on this project are Foster Plus Partners, the same folks who designed the 368 Tower in Toronto, Canada, among other things. This new building will have 60 stories and will be used as an office space for 15,000 JP Morgan employees. Imagine 15,000 people working in a tower that's over 400 meters tall. It's quite mind-boggling. To make this happen, JP Morgan had to get special permission from the New York City Hall. They also had to do something good for the neighborhood, so they spent $40 million to create a cool public space near their new tower. This space will have amazing views close to the latest 207 Park Avenue. The process of tearing down their old 52-story headquarters took more than 2 years. And here's a fun fact. The old Union Carbide building, which was also taken down, set a new record for being the tallest skyscraper ever demolished. It's all happening in the heart of New York City. Tower 5th is a massive building that's set to become one of the tallest in New York City. However, it's not the only supergiant in the running. Another contender is also vying for the spotlight. These buildings are part of a new generation that reaches heights beyond 400 meters, and they're designed to potentially change the entire New York skyline. Looking at the platforms of these structures, you'll notice a stark contrast from anything you've seen before. This marks a significant shift in the way skyscrapers are traditionally designed. The approval for this mega project is still pending due to a couple of reasons. Firstly, many New Yorkers feel that it disrupts the aesthetic harmony of the city skyline. Secondly, concerns have been raised about the proximity of the construction to historic landmarks such as St. Patrick's Cathedral and the Rockefeller Center, urging authorities to prioritize the preservation of these places before giving the green light for extensive construction. If the skyscraper does get the go-ahead, it could set a crucial precedent for the coming decades. This approval might trigger a wave of innovative design, not just in the sky, but also at the building's base. Elevated 122 meters above the street, the structure appears well-balanced, relying on a central core similar to the Citigroup Tower. The most noteworthy feature is the controversial platform in the sky, adorned with long lines of windows providing a breathtaking view 442 meters above ground level. One building that's getting a lot of attention is being talked about for its controversial design. People are interested because it might become the tallest observation platform in New York. And get this, it even has a see-through floor for those who are feeling daring. But there's a catch. The owner might get fed up with all the emergency calls from people feeling dizzy. Still, if you're up for it, the plan also includes a fancy restaurant, making it one of the tallest buildings in America. But remember, it's just a plan for now, waiting for approval. Now, let's talk about another project, 175 Park Avenue. This one will be close to the famous Chrysler Building and is designed by the same smart folks who created the Burj Khalifa and the One World Trade Center. These experts know how to make lasting wonders. The tower will practically be a city within itself, with shopping areas, spas, offices, and even 500 hotel rooms from the Hyatt Group. The plans got the green light in 2021, but there's still the task of tearing down the old Grand Hyatt New York Hotel. They thought it would take about 18 months starting from November 2021, but creating something amazing takes time. Construction for the massive wonder will start in 2026 and is expected to take 4 years, making its debut date in 2030. During that year, several significant additions will be made in New York. Originally planned with 85 stories and a height of 501 meters, the tower has been scaled down to 480 meters. Despite the reduction, it will still rank among the city's tallest skyscrapers. Thanks to the One World Trade Center antenna, which adds 124 meters, the structure technically reaches the skies at 541 meters. This skyscraper will hold the title of the tallest for quite some time, overshadowing others, especially 175 Park Avenue at its location. However, there's a building that comes close to challenging the One World Trade Center's height. The video reveals more about this competition. Concerns arise about 175 Park Avenue's proximity to the iconic Chrysler Building, a beloved classic in the city's skyline. Some New Yorkers criticize the massive structure, fearing it may disrupt the harmony of the historic skyline, standing side by side with the Chrysler Building. The looming presence of such a massive structure is expected to leave a lasting impact on future New York postcards, a prospect that not all New Yorkers welcome. In the bustling city of New York, there's talk of a new and exciting development known as the Affirmation Tower. Imagine a towering structure that could reach up to an impressive 507 meters, standing proudly alongside 2 other towers in the Hudson Yards area. Hudson Yards is already a vibrant neighborhood with over 100 shops, restaurants, top-notch offices, and spacious public areas spanning 56,600 square meters. Looking ahead to 2030, this area is set for a major transformation, with plans for numerous skyscrapers that will reshape the skyline. A decade ago, the west side of Manhattan near the Hudson River was primarily used for storing retired trains. But times are changing, and by 2025, architects envision a landscape filled with expansive office spaces, 4,000 luxurious apartments, hotels, a school, and a plethora of shops and restaurants. Among the notable skyscrapers in the pipeline is the already completed 395-meter-tall tower called 30 Hudson Yards, featuring an exciting attraction called the Edge, the 5th highest observation platform in New York, providing breathtaking views from the 100th and 101st floors. However, the future may hold even more excitement with the proposed Affirmation Tower. If approved, this conceptual marvel could rise to 507 meters, offering an additional 112 meters of space dedicated to offices, shops, hotels, and even an ice rink. Although the Affirmation Tower is still in the realm of possibilities, many New Yorkers are optimistic, expressing confidence in the renowned David Ajayi team, the creative minds behind this ambitious 90-story project. 350 Park Avenue has an exciting plan for a new office tower. Vornado Realty Trust and RFR Holdings are teaming up for a joint venture on Park Avenue. Currently, Vornado Realty owns 350 Park Avenue, and RFR Holdings owns a neighboring building. The idea is to demolish both buildings and construct a new tower that would reach 442 meters in height. The plan is to lease this impressive tower to a major company, although it's not officially confirmed as a skyscraper project yet. Moving on to 15 Penn Plaza, also known as Vornado Tower, it stands on the same block as the iconic Empire State Building. Originally designed by Cesar Pelli and later redesigned by Norman Foster, this tower is slightly taller in usable height compared to the Empire State Building. This raised concerns for the Empire State Building's owner, leading to a request to the City Council to reject the proposal. However, the request was denied and the project was approved. Despite the approval, construction has faced delays due to financial challenges. As of 2022, demolition work on the existing site is in progress, raising hopes that this skyscraper will materialize in the near future. Originally designed by Norman Foster, 2 World Trade Center faced a pause in its development years ago due to a lack of interest from potential tenants. In 2015, there seemed to be hope as tenants were considered, leading to a redesign by Bjarke Ingels Group to meet new requirements. The project now boasts 2 distinct designs, creating a dilemma for developer Larry Silverstein. Initially favoring Bjarke Ingels' design, he later switched to collaborating with Norman Foster in January 2020. Despite its indecisive history, the project appears to be moving forward, but the almost decade-long wait without construction raises concerns about potential delays or cancellations. The fate of 2 World Trade Center hangs in the balance, emphasizing the challenges faced in its journey to completion. For more updates on this and other intriguing topics, please consider subscribing to our channel.